Are you thinking about making a really big, bold move in your career this year? Are you thinking about finally starting that passion project or following that calling or starting that business, but a little bit freaked out as to how it's going to work out? If so, this week's episode is for you. I'm Siobhan Barnes, founder of the Neon Life Society, and this week I'm going to share with you the 3 things I know for sure after having made that transition from corporate to entrepreneur, following my passion, and from coaching women over these past few years to make that transition themselves. And I really wanted to share these lessons with you because I think that we can often feel so alone in how we feel. We can feel really negative and feel really bad for not knowing where we're going next. When I was in corporate, I thought that there was something wrong with me because I had achieved everything I thought I wanted. And, I had a quote unquote good life. There was nothing to complain about. And whilst I was earning good money and I had a good title and I was with a reputable company and got all the business class travel and perks, which sounded really sexy at the time to a 20-something-year-old adventure seeker, it wasn't fulfilling on a deeper soul level. And, the inner voice that said, do something else, you can work hard towards something that you actually care about, was really hard to follow. And so, through my coaching, I've been able to meet other women who are just like I was, feeling the same way and making that transition in spite of the fears. And so I wanted to share the 3 things I know for sure after having done this work for the past few years so that you can feel reassured that you aren't alone and that you aren't behind and you aren't, a loser or, you aren't somebody who hasn't got things figured out, because the truth of the matter is you're exactly where you're meant to be. So the 3 things I know for sure. Number 1, you already have everything you need to get started on your next step. When I was in corporate, I wanted to start my own organic and natural skincare business, or so I thought, because I had a childhood dream of being a neat erotic founder of a body shop, and I wanted to have an ethical, sustainable business. And my logical step went to more education. So I enrolled in a cosmetic science diploma to learn more about, soaps and chemistry behind personal products. And it wasn't the best move. I was looking for external validation for my business idea, and I didn't do what was needed to just test out my business idea and see if it was something that I really wanted to do. And so I say this to you because I want you to just put a hold on any huge investments that you're thinking about making. Because for a lot of women I see, there can be this rush to go and get that degree or get that piece of paper to get the validation that you can go and do something. And I'm telling you, you've already got what you need. You don't have to go and spend lots of money on another degree or another diploma. And look, if that's your passion and you want to learn more about it, by all means, it could be the perfect option for you. But what I'm saying is that you are enough the way you are right now, and you can take a step forward without having to look for external validation for your idea in order to move forward. So you are enough and you have what you need already. The second thing I know for sure is that your reality is often kinder than your story. What do I mean by that? I mean that where you are right now and what you're doing right now and, the things that you want to do, the practical reality is probably much more simple and much more straightforward than the crazy making that's going on in your head. So as women, we're very good at doing this. We catastrophize, we see the worst case situation or scenario, and we freak out, right? And whilst, yes, things can happen and we have to be adaptable, I want you to trust that you're smart, you are flexible, you are resilient, and that you can pivot and change in your approach to achieving that end goal that you're looking for, which is a meaningful career. And that, this crazy making and this fear that you can have isn't serving you. It's when you get stuck on that fear that you don't move forward. Instead of looking at a situation saying, hey, this is what it is. Okay, what can I really do to move through it? So remember, reality is often kinder than your story. Don't let the fears, don't let this drama that goes on in your head stop you from taking the all-important action forward. Okay. The third thing I know for sure is that you already know what you want to do. I'm going to say it again. You already know what you want to do. So some of you might be thinking, actually, Siobhan, I really don't. I have no idea what my passion is. I have no idea what my calling is. I don't know what my business idea could be. And whilst that might be true, I challenge you to ask yourself again. If you could do anything in the world and you didn't have to worry about time, energy, money, resources, what is it that you would do? And there you go. There's the start of your answer. Now, I'm not saying go and follow it like I did. I thought, I want to be a needle erotic, so I'm going to go and do that. No, you can do some deep inner work, but you already have more of an inkling, more insight, more intuition into what it is you're supposed to do than you give yourself credit for. So ask yourself that question and then dive deeper and deeper and really get to the heart and core of what it is that's going to light you up. And so those are my 3 tips, and those are my 3 things I know for sure. I hope those 3 lessons have really given you some comfort to move forward with your big, bold career transition or move that you're going to do this year. And just know that if you're interested in finding out more, this is what I do with my clients. And you can always go back to the neonlifesociety.com/services to see how we can work together. And we can schedule a complimentary discovery call to see what might be a good fit. But you can do whatever it is you want to do. There is no one in the world who can do what you do the way you do it, so keep going for your dreams. And remember the 3 lessons. And in the comments below, I would love to hear from you. Which lesson or which thing I know for sure lands most true for you, and are you going to take forward to then take action into your passion project or your calling or your dream business? Leave a comment and let me know.